G'day everybody, today's just gonna have a bit of random work footage that we're up to today. So we've got the cows in behind yous. They've got the main herd of cows in and the calves. Also the bull is in there too. So what mum and dad are doing, we're gonna give a bit of a hand, is they are vaccinating the calves. They've also got to put two tags on two of the calves. And then they want to have a look at one calf in there, see whether it's a female or a male, and then if it's a male they're going to put a rubber band around his testicles, I think. And yeah, so there's all the cows there behind me, as well as the bull and all the calves. So we're going to start bringing them through into the race. I think mum's just going to get the needle and the tags as well, so make a bit of a start, and we'll might go out and have a look at the crops a bit later on too. See how we go though. It's pretty wet weather at the moment, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Also during the week, mum had some of the cows, they're not in this group here, they're in a paddock just over there just for the moment. They're getting AI'd, I think. So one heifer and 5 cows were done.
Pardon?
There was an abnormality with the other heifer and that's why it couldn't be done.
Yeah. She wasn't, her vagina wasn't developed properly, and the guy couldn't get the cedar in.
Yeah.
He thought she might have been a Fremantle twin boy, but I don't recall having 2 sets of twins last year. But anyway, these things happen. So yeah.
Yeah, so he came out and put the cedar in them, which if you want to learn more about that, we did it last year and I did a video about it, getting the cows artificially inseminated. I'll put a card up, but basically he came out, put the cedars in those 5 cows and that one heifer, and that basically brings all their cycles together so that they are all at the same time, so you can AI them all at the same time and you don't have to do them all separately. So mum had them done yesterday, which was Friday, and then next weekend she has to pull the cedars out, give them a shot, and then put the little scratchy on the back of them, which will rub away when the cows mount each other, and that'll turn a different colour, and that shows that they're in season. And then the AI blade comes back out on the following Monday and he'll actually do the injection, and then hopefully we'll get some calves from it. So yeah, we're gonna do these vaccinations and tagging, and then we'll see what else we get up to. I think Dad wants to feed sheep as well, but we'll see what happens.
Oh no, that's a boy. Little boy.
So at the moment, Dad, mum's putting an illustrator ring on this calf here. It's got a set of testicles, and
I can get to it.
Yeah, don't want it to become a bull, so that's why we're doing that. Oh well, don't want him to become any more developed as a bull.
That's that. Vaccinated.
So mum's tagging the calf now with a microchipped tag, which is the white ones, which you can, in Australia, can monitor where the cow ends up, like where it comes from, the farm, and wherever it goes to. Then just a yellow tag as well, which is just a number and it says the farm name. So this one can go?
Yeah, that one can go. Been marked and vaccinated. This one just needs an NO. Steady. Is it a girl or a boy? It's a boy. Come on, little one.
Alright, so we're done vaccinating those cows, the calves, sorry. We put a couple of tags on those ones that needed them. They're all done now, thank God. Yeah, there's a bit of a bug around, as is usual. So, Mum and Dad are just going to run them back out to their paddock, and then that'll be done and dusted, so that'll be good. Rightio, so I'm just coming out the out the back on the quad bike for a bit of a ride to have a go and have a look at the crops. Might be a bit windy on the camera. Just coming out here to the first paddock. This is up where the cypress trees are. Yeah, looks like it's coming along alright. As you can see, there's quite a few weeds. A lot of this stuff here. A lot of this sort of stuff here. I can't exactly remember what you call it. Dad will know. And there's a few thistles still about. But yeah, the crop seems to be coming up pretty good. Hell of a lot better than what it was last year. We can actually see it growing. Last year there was just grass and no crop. So Triticale seems to be off to a pretty good start. It's really wet. We've had quite a lot of rain in June, and it's just the start of July now. We've just had a bit more rain. So everywhere's a bit wet. And I think that's what some of that yellowing is from having a bit too much water. I'll ask Dad though, because he'll be able to tell me. He knows a lot more about it than what I do. But yeah, as you can see, it's not looking half bad. So hopefully it keeps growing the way it is, and we'll have a nice crop of Triticale that we can cut for hay, and we'll get some nice hay out of it. So we'll go down to that back paddock now, and we'll have a look at that one as well. I know it's going to be a lot more wetter up at the corner where I park up, but we'll just have a look what it's like. And yeah, so we'll be down there in a minute. There's the duty sheep just in there. They look like they're going alright. I think Dad's going to feed them tomorrow. So that's the main lot of Dohne ewes, I think. And obviously the fat lambs, or the Dohne lambs, just in there. Sorry, not the Dohne lambs, the white Suffolk crosses are in there. So you might be able to just make them out near the feeder. There's about 8 or so just standing there. There's a few more up in the grass barriers. So we're still fattening those up, and we're going to sell them later on this month. And yeah, so hopefully they get a bit of good condition on them while they're out here, and then we can make some good money at the end of the month. We'll keep making our way out to that back paddock in Triticale. So I'm just out of this back. Alright, so I'm just out of this very back paddock. This is the last paddock of Triticale that we put in. It's looking not quite as good or as healthy as that other paddock. As you can see, a lot more yellow. I think it's because this area gets a lot more wetter. And also, I think it's fighting alongside with that grass, because there was a bit more grass when we actually sowed it. Because it had a chance to grow and it wasn't quite as broken up. And that paddock that we looked at was probably worked a bit better. Yeah, so that's my opinion anyway. Dad may say different, but looks like in the most areas it's all coming up all right. There's some thistles out there, same as that other paddock. Just down this end looks a bit yellow. I'm not going to go right out there because it's going to be really wet and we'll probably get stuck in the mud. But yeah, that's just a little update on the crops anyway with what's happening with them. So hopefully this one particularly can just get going a little bit better, so that this paddock also makes some good hay for us. But yeah, we'll walk up to the house and have a chat with Dad. I think he's doing a bit of cooking, gonna get dinner ready. So we'll shoot back up there and we'll go have a chat to him. Alright, well, just come back up to the house here with Dad, just in the lounge. And just going to see what he reckons about those crops. I just asked him about what that weed was that was in the first paddock, and it's called dock. And then I was also right about the yellowing on both those paddocks. They just had too much water, and it's just caused them to go yellow. And are they dying, or is it just yellows it out?
No, it's just a bit too wet, that's all. Much more rain and they will die, those yellow patches, but it's just needs some fine weather, which we had there earlier this week. Had a couple of frosts and nice drying days, but we need, I'd like to see a month of that. So yeah, they're going all right. I just need some fine weather, and we'll get on top of the weeds somehow. Either get our mates across the road to come and spray them with their tractor, or might get the plane in from field air at Ballarat to spray it. That's another idea if it's too wet. So yeah, it's going all right.
And what are your thoughts on the fat lambs at the moment? How are they going?
Well, I haven't been around them today because we've been mucking around with these cows, but I saw them last week when I fed them some hay, and yeah, they're going all right. They could have a bit more green feed and could be a bit more grown out. Again, sort of been wet and cold down here, but they're still nibbling away at the bit of wheat in the feeder, and they enjoy the bit of hay. So another couple of weeks, they'll probably take a trip up to Ballarat in the truck, and yeah, see how we go from there. Stock agent's still got to come down and have a look and see what she reckons. It'll depend on what she says a little bit to when we get rid of them. But yeah, they're going all right.
Alright, so yeah, that's what Dad had to say about those couple of crops and the lambs. So most likely they'll be going for sale still at the end of this month, which is July. And then we're going to the cattle sales on the 16th, so that's not next week but the following, to sell off the cattle that we're selling. So I think me, Mum and Danica are going to go up to that, and we'll see what happens there. But that'll pretty much be this video all wrapped up. I think we're not doing much else today, so we'll wrap her up there. So you know the drill. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch you in the next one. All right.